Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. We're doing a stream, we're doing Sega Saturn stuff. Hello Christopher, I saw your game on there. Okay, if this game gets a little raunchy, I may just switch it off. But we're starting with True Anarchy, and then we'll go Power Slave, X-Men versus Street Fighter. TMS 2D games are definitely not banned, man. We will do some 3D. Now, I've not got every single Saturn game out there. I have got quite a few. I've probably got close to a couple of hundred, but I don't have every single one out there. But we'll try and get through as many as we can. Yo, the Rice King, how you doing? So, this True Anarchy, man, this is as weird as they come. Very, very weird game, man. Very, very weird game. Okay, right. So how's everyone's day been, man? I went and visited an old friend, a friend of mine that I met through my game shop. He used to live near there. We ended up becoming really good buddies. He's got like 2 kids. So my kids, his wife gets on with my wife. I took the MiSTer around there and yeah, man, played some Street Fighter. I played a lot of Hyper Fighting, you know, the CPS1 game. Like, yeah, so that was fun. I couldn't be bothered taking arcade sticks down. So we were actually playing on like 8-bit dude controllers, and yeah, man, it was okay. It was okay. I wasn't able to kind of pull out dragons as fast as I can on an arcade stick, but nonetheless, man, it was fun to play. It was nice to be able to take the second MiSTer I have in a tiny little bag, the power cable, 2 RF M30 controllers, and actually play. Okay, this is definitely as weird as they come. Right. Yeah, definitely weird. I think this is one of the games I saw on VGE's channel, man. I was like, okay, that's definitely a bit of him, man. So this game is called True Anarchy. It's the first one that we got asked for, and yes, it is weird, guys. It's as weird as they come. Hello there, Ezel. How you doing, man? How you doing? How's everyone doing? Right. Let's check a little bit more of this. This is just a weird game, man. You know what? Yeah, let's move on to the next one. So, what's next? Okay, we've got Power Slave. So let's go. Have I got it on this one? Oh, I have. Okay, cool. I'm glad I've got like a bunch of the popular games. So what's happened with the Sega Saturn Core, as the core's been developing, people have been what's the word? Yeah, so people have been requesting games as I've been doing streams and whatnot. So yeah, in the end, I ended up getting quite a whole bunch of games on here, man, which is definitely good. Right, okay, let's. There we go. Okay, is my chat up to date? Cool. Hey, we're all friends over here, man. I hope you guys all get on and are friends. Okay, what's going on here? Do I need to give it a reset? I remember the Saturn Core when something didn't work, like that reset just kind of worked. Oh no, you're not gonna make us play Contra, you Christoph. I'll write it down. We'll go in there because you know what? I'm a community guy, but Contra sucks for this, man. There's no other way of saying it. It's like, if you like the Contra for this, you need to get the one on the Switch, Contra Road Corps. It's just, I don't know. Maybe if I played it, I might have had some love for it. But playing it, I was expecting, or playing it now, I was expecting like a 2D Contra. And yeah, this ain't no 2D Contra, man. Okay. Okay, so no, that's fine, mate. No worries, man. I'm here to talk. It's all good. It's called True Anarchy. I haven't got the full title here. I've just kind of wrote small hand than what someone wrote here. Yeah, I've noticed the Sonic Jam, Robert, as well. No problem. So guys, the person that develops this core is SRG320. I should have their Patreon link in the description, which I always do, because you know what? I appreciate people working on this and bringing us these games. Daytona, without a doubt. I absolutely love Daytona, man. Daytona awesomeness, and that works well now. But I race it. I race bad in it. Sorry if I sound a little bit out of breath. I don't like being late, so I was kind of rushing around, trying to get everything done. I've got like a maximum of 2 hours. It might be a 90-minute stream today. Daytona Champion Edition. All right, we'll do both. We'll do both Daytonas. I'm sure I've got both of them on here. Let me just write both next to my thing. Right, we're getting Chu Iniki horizontal shmup. Quite strange, yes. Yeah, definitely not bad. Okay, so here we go. We've got Power Slave, and guys, I have to say. For a game on a Saturn, right, so on a Saturn where I'm playing this with a D-pad, I'm impressed with the controls, you know, like, okay, L and R where you'd think a strafe, this strafe, up, down, left, right just moves you well, up, down, well, left and right makes you turn, up and down makes you walk, and here we go, A's attack. So if I've got like the Saturn controller in hand, the buttons feel or the way I expect them to be is the way they are, so that's awesome. But I have a gun now, guys. Okay, can I get that fire now? Don't know what that fire is. Let's shoot something. This is interesting, man. I mean, on the day of the Saturn when this came out, yeah, I definitely would have been impressed by this. How do we change weapon? Right, that's what we need to figure out. Okay, is that change weapon? Yeah, let's not waste ammo. Hopefully I can get more ammo out of these. Man, the Saturn Core's just come along so nice, but for me, it's definitely to the over 3D. I'm a big fan of that Golden Axe, the dual. You know, I think it's fantastic. Oh, is my blade powered up or something? Oh no, that's the way I came. Right, guys, just a warning. I am so rubbish at directions. A friend of mine, if anyone is familiar with the anime One Piece, a friend of mine calls me Zoro. I'm known amongst a few friends even as Zoro because Zoro gets lost in a straight line. That is me, guys. Yeah, this is not bad at all. I think, can you blow those things up? Yeah, you can. Yeah, I remember testing this out in a video before, in fact. Yeah, blowing up a wall. Always can't get enough of blowing up walls, man. It's just always fun in video games. You know, whether you're poking a wall with your sword and, you know, you're putting a bomb there like in the Zelda games, or you're just blowing them up by blowing up some skull-shaped pots. You know, you're blowing them up. It's just good. Okay. What's the button to open this? No, that's the chair. Okay, that's weapon forward, weapon back. Can I open this door? No? Oh. It does feel good getting these spiders. Probably a switch or something. There we go. Is that a switch here? Oh, here we go. Okay. Nice. The screen I've got an old screen. It's only got 1 millisecond of display what I play on, but I have to say, if a game's dark, it just doesn't look that great on it. Yeah, Power Slave runs fantastic. So if you know, if you want to play this game, if this was your thing, it plays really well on it. It feels really good. Controls are good. Like for example, I have more difficulty playing first-person shooter games on the Nintendo 64 because the controls are unconventional. With the controller I've got in hand now, the controls they feel good. Let me load up the next game now, and unless I can shoot something right here. Oh, this is where we're gonna get that big head or something pop out, isn't it? Okay, cool. Yep. All right. In the meantime, I will look at the next game. Cool. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Is this game also the same game known as Exhumed, is it? Right, okay, we're going to let this thing talk. Let me have a look at some of the other stuff as well. Okay, so Digital Pinball. Okay, is that a game? Pinball. Okay, sorry, just reading the chat, guys. Oh, there's a whole good bunch of shmups on here. I'm sure some of the other guys can hear. We just had a look at a really weird shmup. Layer section or something similar on here. There's a few on here. There's like a, is it Batsugun? That's on here as well. Soviet Strike. I'm not sure if I've got that, but I'll write it down. Layer section 2 is fantastic, man. Let's write that down. Layer. We can go through both of them even. Okay, is this guy gonna just stop yapping? Right, let's get a next game on. And this one here is from my boy Philly, and this is X-Men vs Street Fighter. Is it the Japanese version? Hopefully it is the Japanese version. Right, here we go. I've actually captured some replays from Fightcade for X-Men vs Street Fighter to use as an overlay on the interview with MiSTer Add-ons, which is happening tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. I think a conversation, a chat with him is gonna be interesting. Yeah, Batsugan is banging as well. Let's put that down here as well. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that chat. So that's 5 o'clock UK time, which is 10 AM for MiSTer Add-ons. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Oh, okay. Do I need to? Right, let's do. Haven't used this core for a while. Okay, let's pump in that RAM. Okay, and let's go for a reset. Whoops. Okay, and hopefully it will load with the extra RAM. Okay, what's LL saying? Hey LL, how you doing? If I've not said hello to you guys, well, hello. Okay, guys, if anyone wants to help LL, guys, I have ties with MiSTer Add-ons. He sponsors the Saturday show, but he, from everything I know, he provides good service. He provided me with a good service. So that's if you want to buy a full kit. If you want to buy the DE10 Nano, or if you've got the DE10 Nano LL, yeah, no, yeah, the format cart is in there, dude. Yo, unloved homie, my bro. How you doing, man? How you doing? Always good to have you. So LL, I initially got the DE10 Nano. My initial MiSTer, what got me into MiSTer, I bought the DE10 Nano and I bought it from MiSTer. And as soon as I bought it, they went on back order, man. I had to wait the best part of a year for it. Once I got it, my friend got me parts from MiSTer FPGA.co.uk because he'd used them before. And he built the whole device for me. I'm rubbish at hardware. I'm really bad at hardware. So he kind of put that together for me. The second one I got for my sponsorship deal, and I got a whole second unit. And that was actually a lot of fun because it was lovely taking that out with me today. Seriously, it was amazing. But guys, should we try it? Let's try out some filters because I was using some around my friends, and yeah, I have to say I really like this one. Faded tube. Now I don't know how well they're going to come out on YouTube. Do let me know in the comments if these truly suck, then I'll turn them off. The Saturn games work that need work. Okay, it might be alpha free as well. I know some of them needed that as well, but we can do SFA free. Let me add that to the list because I do like that game, man. I do like SF Alpha 3. Right, okay, what are we looking like? Is the image bad, or shall we run with this kind of faded CRT filter? Because I really like it. This is what I was using earlier on around my friend's house. We were playing CPS 1 and CPS 2. CPS 1 more than 2. Okay, guys, I'm not... what happened there? Oh, is this one of the ones that crashes still? Okay, this is one of the ones that may crash. We'll give it a reset. And I'll go straight into game without the intro running. But I think X-Men vs Street Fighter may be one of the ones that crashes. Oh, wicked. Do you know what? I'm glad you guys said filter because I love using the filter. It's just, depending on where you're watching it, if you're watching this on like a mobile screen, it just doesn't come out well, man. And I kind of learned that the hard way because before I started doing FPGA, I so loved like the CRT filters. I was using them on everything. But then I was like, okay, it's best not to use them. But hey, this is a live stream and it's all about having fun. It's Sunday. Well, for me, it's Sunday night, depending where you are in the world. Okay, Filet, my G, that is not working. So, oh no, next we got Contra. Can't believe I'm going to do this. The things I do for YouTube, right? Okay, Contra Legacy of War. Yeah, so I really do like using the filters, man. I think they're amazing, and doing stuff on YouTube, I end up not using them, but I would like to use them more. The streams, I'm probably going to stream again after this one. After the kids and that are in bed, I'm going to play some stuff on the Steam Deck. I want to finish the Gladiator, the PGM game, and I really like the CRT filter. Again, which one is it? It's the consumer CRT filter within RetroArch. It's really good. It makes stuff looks really good. And all you guys in the chat have been saying it looks wicked. Oh, okay, well, LL, you know what? I mean, do you know what? There's videos online, and there's probably people that can guide you better. And like, guys in chat, you know, we're all a bunch of nerds here. We're all homies here. Try and help LL out because you may not need everything that you've got. I bought like an external power supply. I bought an additional stick of RAM. It just depends on what you kind of want from it. But I'm honestly telling you that if my friend wasn't the guy that was building it for me, I would have gone to a reseller. I mean, at the time, it would have been unlikely that I went to MiSTer Add-ons, because I would have had to order it from America, then I would have had to pay the shipment from America, and I likely would have got stung by customs as well. So I probably would have gone for a European option, where chances of all that is less likely. Or if I got something, MiSTer FPGA UK was a better choice for me, because all the parts I got, VAT and everything was included, it was paid. But the DE10 Nano, yeah, I got it from MiSTer, and MiSTer actually have an office in the UK. It just sucked that when I bought it, man, it just yeah, man, they just sold out. Okay, my screen's really dark, especially at the top, man. And I guess this shader isn't really helping too much. Okay, so I can see. Okay, I'm not a fan of this game, because, like, for me, like, I like the Contra, I like the NES game, but I really like there a bomb. I remember there was a way of shooting these. I was doing it completely wrong. Okay, did it jump up and shoot? Yeah, jump up and shoot. I really like the SNES one, Contra 3. I think that's like the best one in the series, man. Never finished it as a kid, even when I was good at games, and it was one of the games I absolutely loved that on the SNES. Like, you know, top 3 games on the SNES: Super Mario World, Contra, and it'd have to be one of the Street Fighter games. It would have been Street Fighter 2 World Warrior initially, but after that, I guess, you know, Turbo. And in the end, even Super Street Fighter on the SNES was really good. So on Mega Drive, Champion Edition or Special Champion Edition was better. Oh, that was actually weapons. That was I just recognised that was the Eagle. And on Super Nintendo, Super was better than it was on a Mega Drive. From what I remember, I think it might have just been the games might have been okay. It might have been the soundtrack that was better on the Super Nintendo for Super Street Fighter. Right. Oh, wicked! Oh, no worries, man. Thank you. Appreciate that, dude. Always appreciate. Obviously, I enjoy doing the videos, but I really do enjoy live streaming. It's just so, you know, I've got, like, I allocate whatever time to it. I stream, and then once it's done, it's done, man. There's no editing. There's no going back, and you know, my editing, like my production value, really isn't that good compared to other channels out there. Like some of the other channels I speak to. They'll spend like a week doing one video and they'll go crazy with the editing. That's not really me, man. That would take the fun out of it. I would learn and go down that route if I thought, okay, you know what, this is my full-time job and this is what I'm doing. But I hold a full-time job, and while doing that job, I do this stuff as well. So my editing's at a minimal. I kind of like it the way I do it. I definitely like the live streams more, man. Live streams are awesome. And if anyone's out there and you want to kind of mess about on YouTube, start on live streams, man. It's a lot of fun. Oh, there's a weapon there. Get another weapon. Have I got another weapon? Okay, there's a crouch button or a prone button. Actually, would have been interesting if I thought about it before. I think there's a demo of the original Metal Gear out. That would have been interesting. I've had enough of Contra. Let's try something else. Next is Sonic Jam. Let's do Sonic Jam. So I've got some CHDs. I should really just get a full CHD set. We go of everything here, and just get rid of like the bin and the queues, just because I don't know how big the whole set will be, because I still run off a micro SD card. I get told use an SSD or, you know, use it over a network. I'm good with that. Right, let's have a look. Oh, are you talking, Unloved Homie, are you talking about Contra, yeah? I'm not quite sure, man. I've not really meddled with any Contras that aren't just like the 2D Contras, man. So it's Contras always 2D for me, man. Right, wicked. So, if you're in front of your PC, maybe check out MiSTer FPGA. Oh, actually, sorry, it depends what country you're in. LL, what country are you in? Oh, okay, so Sonic Jam, which is the one to try here, guys? Let me know what to try. Do you know what, Philly? 1 terabyte micro SD cards, they're coming down in price. Once they hit 50 pounds, I'll grab one. Nate and Urfel, hey, how you doing? Yeah, oh yeah, I loved Homie. Yeah, cool, man. I'm glad you confirmed Contra. Do you know what it is? There's like a little bit of a delay in between what I'm saying and when you guys kind of get it, so I was just double checking. I thought it was that. So yeah, Nate and Urfel, good afternoon. And going back to Filet, okay, so Sonic CD's the one, right? Okay, let's do that. Which one's Sonic CD? Hey, hold on. There's no Sonic CD in here. Am I missing something? All right, so we're gonna go, not one, the one I'm least familiar with. Let's go Sonic and Knuckles. Yeah, so 1 terabyte 1 terabyte micro SD cards. I'm going easy, definitely. I'm definitely gonna pick one up. They're dropping in price. I've seen one hit like the £70 mark. So if yeah, once that drops down in price a bit, I'll get it, man. It's just everything's so expensive at the moment. Overheads, food, like literally my living expenses have gone up like by like a good 75%. So where the disposable income used to be in, it's not in as much as it used to be now. Just, well, I think it's the same situation all around the world. Everything's just bloody expensive. Okay. Let's see, setting for it, no problem. Okay. Oh, wicked. You got 3 of them, yeah? Okay, awesome, man. How much did you pay, Philly? For like the free 1 terabyte ones. Or you can tell me the price of one or tell me the price of 3. Quick maths, I'll work it out. Oh, that's decent, man, Nate. 512. Yeah, I think for my last 512s, I paid like £26, which I thought was a brilliant price. You know, given the fact that the one for my MiSTer, when I got it, because okay, so what happened? What this is something that sucked, right? Never buy a micro SD card and think, oh, it's cheap. I'm gonna use it in something I've ordered and I'm gonna get in like 6 months. Yeah, just so I bought it for the when I ordered the DE10 Nano. At the same time, I went on Amazon. I grabbed like a 512 SD card, and the price of that SD card at the time, it might be like £55 or £60. And by the time I got my my DE10 Nano, price of the SD card, I would have got it for like £35. So yeah, with certain tech, the longer you wait, the cheaper it gets. Or, you know, especially as far as storage goes, more storage options do become available. So buy it at the last minute. In fact, I even bought a 1 terabyte SSD a while ago to kind of work on a PC. I never got around to doing it, and it's just, yeah, it's sitting in a PC that I'm not going to use because I've got a better one to use. I need to do like a media server at some point. Get the blue spheres, okay. Oh wow, where are the blue ones, man? I was always more a Mario guy than Sonic. I didn't mind Sonic. Right, okay, let's move on to the next one, guys. Oh, nice. Next one is the Daytona games. Yeah, no worries, man. Good. Need to grab some food, brother. Oh, wicked. I thought you were gonna say you're getting. So this is Sonic and Knuckles, Ezel. Cool. Wicked. Okay. So you got the 110. Oh, what you pay? Oh, 110 each. Okay, cool. Wow, that's £330 for 3 of them. Wow, that's a lot of money to lay out, man. I know that's kind of decent value, but wow, that's a lot of money, man. Right, Daytona, let's go Daytona USA, and then we'll go Daytona Champion Edition. So, Panzer, Dragoon, Saga, what's this? Okay, what's this? You can jump over the bouncy balls as well. Okay, cool. Cool. Hey, Vara, how you doing? Panzer, let's write Panzer, Dragoon, Saga. Wicked. All right. Oh, what's the sound like on this? Hopefully the sound's really low for this. I remember when doing videos, I had to like really put it up there. What's really weird I find about the Daytona games is when you run the original Daytona or Daytona USA, it's C to accelerate, I think, and the other one I think it's B to accelerate. So I usually end up crashing on it, but I do like this game. I like this game. I used to play this in the arcade. They had them linked on Good Street, and there was a time I was like, must have been like 18 or something. I was working for a sport. What am I doing? Am I doing something wrong? Oh no, I'm accelerating. I was working for like a sports memorabilia company, and the boss there, like he was a guy like probably in his 40s when I was in like late teens, early 20s, and well, he wasn't a gamer. He used to play Daytona, and they were all linked. So whenever we went arcade, he just used to put lots of money in. I never had to pay for it. He just used to put it in for like all of us and just let us play. Guy was super rich. Yeah, I haven't seen the guy for years, man. He was a cool guy. He was a nice guy. Good guy to know. So what we used to sell primarily football, signed football, like photos of football players, match worn T-shirts. It was really funny because you'd get relatives of the footballers when the guys would go around and see their relatives. Like I won't get into the footballers' names, but some of them, like their dad would be dealing with this company, you know, with my friend's company. And he'd be, when his son would come around, he'd get him to sign like 100, you know, like 100 pictures for him, and he'd just sell them and just kind of keep the money. So it was quite interesting how everything came. And you got like the match worn stuff. It's insane how much like people loved them. We used to have this crazy guy that supported Chelsea, and he used to spend all his money just on memorabilia, man. The guy was nuts for this stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, I like certain things. I may have liked some bands when I was growing up, but there's obsession that some people have with either sports teams or like certain celebrities. That's just, it's insane how unhealthy it is, man. Right, okay, let's see if the other one's got sound. So let's go and right, Champion Edition. Here we go. See if this one's a little bit better. Let's have a look at chat as well. Okay, yeah, it's really weird. Okay, so I like looking at chat on my phone because it's closer to me, but then sometimes it just kind of disappears for a bit. I can see it like on my PC screen. It goes a little bit further along. Really, really weird. Don't get that. Okay, you can. Cool. I like it. You guys are talking to each other, man. That's awesome. Hey, Zake, sorry, Zail, Aki, could you try Asuka, 120 Burning Fist and Asuka? Okay, is that a game, Asuka? Sorry, I never had a Saturn, like, properly. Okay, wicked. So, what is it, Asuka, 120% limited, and is that one title? Because I can't see any full stop there. Okay, so both the games are called Asuka. I'll have a look for them. I've added them to the list. I'm just going to put Asuka games. If that's the first word in there, we'll have a look. I know I've put some games on there, but I kind of forget what some of the games I put on there are. I've discovered a lot of good games on this system. There's a lot of good fighting games. There's some ones where you're like flying around and everything. It's just kind of nuts. Okay, I think the sound on this one's a little bit better, but it's still a little bit low. I'm not going to turn it up because I might forget to lower it for other games. So let's go with this. Okay, nice. You've got a nice choice of cars. Let's go. Okay, so let's go for an all-rounder. All right, we'll go. Oh yeah, let's go this magic. Definitely automatic, man. I know some people, like my cousin down the road. He's so into racing games, man. He's got like a special seat and a steering wheel, and he does everything like manually, like, you know. I'm alright, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind playing with a steering wheel. I haven't got a space for it. My kid's got one downstairs. In fact, the steering wheel that he's got, he actually got it from my cousin, the one that I just mentioned. Okay, that's brake. Okay, what am I doing here? Where's accelerate? Okay, so B's accelerating this as well, my bad. Yeah, so my cousin that's nuts about racing games, my kid really wanted a steering wheel because he actually tried it around my cousin's house. That's right, we popped around and he was like, Dad, can I get a steering wheel? Can I get a steering wheel for his Xbox to play like Forza? And he plays this other game, I'm not a big fan of it, The Crew, by Ubisoft. And yeah, he ended up getting like one of my cousin's old steering wheels, and I forgot what my point was actually. Okay, yeah, so anyway, he played it. Oh, that's it. We were talking about. Oh, I was talking about. Sorry, going manual and automatic. My kid uses it like as automatic. My cousin, he does everything. He shifts all the gears and he does everything. So the poor guy can't drive. He hasn't passed his driving test, so he can't drive. So that's the closest he'll get to driving. And no matter, I don't know, I mean, no matter what I play, no matter what I've tried, no matter what setup I've tried, like no game so far, even virtual reality, comes close to actually driving. And it's not that I like driving. I am not a driving fan by any means. I actually, if I had to pick out of 2 words, if I hate driving or if I like driving, or hate or love driving, I would say hate. I hate it. I drive nearly every day, but I just feel like it's something, a necessity that I need to do. I drive to work on half of my shifts, and obviously on my day off I drive around. I drove around to my friend's house with a family today, but I hate it, man. I absolutely hate it. There's some people, they love it, they drive recreationally. In fact, funny thing here, like if anyone, like if you're kind of in Google's ecosystem, every month they send you like a report of what cities you visited, how many miles you've driven, how much you've walked. Sometimes traffic is so slow in London, it actually said that I'd done, I can't remember how much it was, like 40 miles of cycling. I don't want to cycle. I didn't cycle. So that was just slow traffic. In fact, when we're driving, we get bicycles overtaking us in the UK now. That's how bad it is. Shinobi Legions does. There's a trick to it that I kind of remember, and hopefully it's saved in my settings. But we'll do that definitely. We'll do Shinobi Legions. All right. Well, we've done the Daytona. Someone mentioned like a digital pinball game. I don't remember seeing it. I'm gonna look in D, but I think it might be on the Sega Ages. You know, was there a Sega Ages pinball game that I had? Let's have a look. Okay, so right, let's go here. CHD. In fact, by the way, this core that I'm working on is. No, okay, it's not here. So this is like a nightly core, a work in progress one, and I think the update date was the 30th of November. In fact, I might be able to check that. How do I go? Okay, so here we go. Yeah, it's the 30th of November, and this is a tweak that Andy D, you know, a good friend of mine, a friend of the channel, awesome guy, man, awesome guy. He actually tweaked this core. So okay, I don't have this pinball game. So next we're gonna do a couple of shmups. We'll do Layer Section and Batsugan. So let's go alphabetically and let's go to Batsugan. So we'll go Batsugan. Let's go Batsugan Japan, and then we'll do it. Sorry, Philly, let me see what you're saying. Yeah, do you know what, Milton Bates? The USB one I got, I think it retails for just under £100. I was checking on eBay because, you know, when you got kids, anyone that's a parent here, you know, when your kids are well behaved and they're good, you kind of want to get them stuff. And you know, like for my kids, I wanna get them stuff I didn't have when I was young. So as long as obviously they do their part and they do their work and everything. When I say work, school work here, they're not working yet. They're not out there doing jobs. He asked me for it, and I was looking for it on eBay, and that's when my cousin said to me, "Look, take my old one." So which was nice of him because he's hardcore. Yeah, Phil, I have got the 60 Hz hack. We can go for that one. Demetrius, no, I'm playing this on the MiSTer FPGA. So it isn't native hardware, but it is an FPGA version of the Sega Saturn. So in most cases, it's very, very accurate. But this core is still a work in progress. It's not something that's been finalized. Right, okay. Limit over is unofficial patch for Asuka. Okay. Right, okay. We'll check. Actually, no. Let's go in the. I'm just gonna go in the list now because I don't think have I got that. Okay, I haven't got that. I haven't got any game that's called Asuka. Let's just check in the CHD. No, I haven't got that game. Let me just look at the rest of it. As well. Burning Fist. Is Burning Fist anything to go by? Nope, nothing in the CHD. And Burning Rangers. That's the closest I've got for it. But let's give this a little shot. I'm digging the filters for sure. That's also. I think I'm playing an arcade game, man. I'm gonna do that. Maybe in time, you know what? Maybe TMS. Maybe in time they can get their own jet skis when they're older. Demetrius, no worries. Good to have you here nonetheless. I only ever had a Saturn come into the shop as trading, and I kind of I don't think I had all the stuff to get it working. I wasn't sure exactly what I did with it. So technically I kind of owned it as part of a business, but that's the only time I ever saw Saturn. Like at least in the circles I moved in, no one had the Saturn. It was N64 and PlayStation. In fact, more people had the PlayStation because that was the more common thing after. But a lot of my guys, we were like Nintendo guys. So we had there was a lot of Nintendos around me and my buddies. In fact, one of my school buddies, he's gone back to his country now. But when he popped over, I popped around there and I grabbed a few N64 games and a controller. So if I get the little adapter to go on the Reflex, I'll play with an authentic N64 controller. And later on, if the analog 3D, if that's something I end up getting, I really hope I can get I can borrow one from them or get a review version just to kind of check out. It's not something I'm interested in having or keeping, but I would like to test it. And just in the event that I got it, I have actually got I've got an EverDrive for the N64, but I wanted some original cartridges, so I went and grabbed like a whole bunch of games for my friends: GoldenEye, Zelda, F-Zero. I think I grabbed 5 in total. Mario Kart was there as well. I can't remember what the 5th game was. But the funny thing is though, like me and like my mate Chris, he's gone back to his country, to Serbia now. Like me and him were tight. We used to play a lot of games together, and you know, his N64 was pretty much my N64. That's how much we hung out together. But I never remember him having F-Zero for the N64 because I never remember playing it around there. Always remember just playing. Always remember playing Mario Kart, obviously GoldenEye. He got Perfect Dark at the end. I didn't find the cartridge over there. Funny enough, he found a Game Boy as well that he actually bought from me when he had when I had my game shop. And yeah, so he's got no use for it. And turning the Game Boy Color on, I was like, dude, you got to get a screen mod. All my ones are modded now. I've got a couple of vanilla ones left, but I don't use them. They're too dark. So he ended up selling them to CX, and I was a bit gutted because he had like the Zelda Link's Awakening DMG cart there, and CEX told him that the CEX, if anyone that's not from the UK or doesn't know, it's a big kind of trading shop. They do a lot of video games, but they also do like different technology stuff as well, and phones and whatnot. And he said to them, "Oh, just keep it." And I said to him, "Oh, dude, you should have just gave it to me. I would have just kept it and replaced the battery in there." But you know, when he was going to sell it, I didn't really want to say to him, "Can I have this stuff there?" Where he could, you know, go trade it in and get some money for it, you know. I'm not one of those guys that has like a massive collection. I'm actually happy playing stuff like .pocket files on the Unlock Pocket, or playing stuff via an EverDrive. Like, I'm good. You know, if I've got a few carts or whatever, then yeah, all good. But yeah, that was a bit. When he told me he just gave it to them, I was like, ah, man, like, should have gave it to me. I'm your buddy, CEX or a business. But never mind. Could have told him that before. Could have said, if they refuse to take something, don't give it to them. Give it to me. Okay, this game's tough, you know. This game's tough. Let's load up layer section now. And I do like layer sections. So we look at number 1 and we'll look at number 2. In the meantime, I am just going to look at some chat. So let's have a look. Our wicked chat's up to date here. Let's see what is going on. Oh, Virtua Fighter Remix, VF Remix. Why not? Okay. Alright, sorry guys, just gonna look at some of the chat now. Okay, wicked. Just ordered the GRS Arcade flight stick for my MiSTer to play Afterburner. Awesome, dude, awesome. Going to build a wooden house with a spinner and a trackball for it. Awesome, awesome, absolutely awesome. So the flight sticks, is that like one of those big flight sticks? Because I remember back in the Commodore and the Amiga days, those kind of sticks were really, really cheap, but we used to use them to play like normal games, so it didn't kind of like translate across that well. Time girl, okay. I'm gonna write all these down, Billy, but we'll have a look. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, there's actually a game I'm gonna pick. I might pick a game because no one's mentioned that game, and every time that game's shown in the video, people are like, "What is that?" Okay, what Demetrius is saying, I never had a Saturn. I have a PS1 and an N64 too. I've tried to get into Saturn, but I'm not sure what games are worth playing. Good to be checking some of them out. Okay, awesome. Saturn's really, really good. Like, I grew up playing the N64. That was one of the consoles I played. But honestly, where I like arcade games more, I definitely feel Saturn having a whole bunch of 2D games, it's aged a lot better. Like I prefer, if I had to only play one of them, I'd go Saturn. I really do like the Saturn. I've grown. Some of the games that are on there are arcade games, so you can just go and play the arcade ports. But Saturn has some good games on it, man. I kind of like it. If you like arcade games more, then Saturn's a very good console. It's very good. I definitely like it. Fighters Megamix, yeah, I'll get my ass kicked on that. That's quite a tough fighter. Fighters okay. Let's have a look what else is here. Right, where there's a while we're looking at shmups, we look at layer section. Let's have a quick blast on this. Oh, okay. So over here, it might be better. Let's try something quickly. Let's go video processing and let's go back out. So let's go scanlines vertical to see what they is. That does that look better? Because it's a shmup. I know I'm supposed to rotate the display and have it like that. I just wanted to kind of check it out. So, oh, I forgot it's not an arcade game. So let's put that back to, should we try, let's try a different screen filter. So video processing, load presets. So let's go scanlines medium. Okay. Are we on, yeah, we're on scanlines medium. Okay, cool. But what I really like about this is just the way like you've got that lower layer, everything locks on. I have to say, like as far as shmups go, this is easily one of the best ones out there. The layer section games. What was the other one as well? They released it for the Switch, Ray Storm and Ray something. That's got the same kind of mechanic that this game's got as well, where you know you lock on and your laser fires out. I really do like shmups, man. Some I prefer. I don't like them too difficult. Like the Batsugun games, I think they're quite tough. You know, I don't mind a whole bunch of bullets. I just like them a little bit slow. So, and this game, guys, if you've not tried this game, right, like try it, because you know when you're locking on, and yeah, you shoot. It just feels really good. It feels really good. And like this, I don't think this is something I played in the arcade, because I would have remembered this. I would have liked this in the arcade, and you know what? It's one of those games where it's not difficult to figure out what is going on. I'm pressing. It's got a good soundtrack as well. I'm actually pressing. I was smashing the fire button, but I realised I can just hold it down, which is nice as well. So, guys, if anyone ever played, you know, if anyone played Dragon Spirit, I used to play that on the PC. And I never liked that. I liked the game. What I didn't like about it was that I had to. You had your bombs that you kind of had to aim below. I definitely prefer like this lock-on feature. It feels cooler because in that one you had the lower layer and your bombs, they didn't go all the way ahead. They dropped like a little bit ahead of you. So you had to like aim for everything there, and that was kind of tough, and it made it a bit annoying. Even like some of my favorite games like Gradius, for example, in Nemesis, I like it in the later ones where you know, or the console ones where you've got the missile and the fire button as one button. I hate I got done there. I hate spamming two buttons, especially on a pad. It gets very tiring spamming like a fire and a missile button. You know, when you've got it all to one, I know it may not be the most authentic way. It's definitely the way I like playing it. And for a lot of shmups, I turn on auto fire, man. See, that's another good thing about shmups. Your ship has to have a very small hitbox. You know, not one of those where it catches the edge a little bit and you die. You got to have that small hitbox. So you know, if you catch the bullet on the edge, you don't die. That for me is something that a good kind of shmup requires. You know, one where your hitbox is massive, it's just terrible. The hitbox should be like a little center, like the center of your ship. The little outside parts, they shouldn't really matter. All right, let's go number 2 now, and I'll read some of the comments as well. So let's have a look. Ray Crisis, that's it, Drew. Hey, Drew, how you doing, man? How you doing? Yeah, Drew. Yeah, Ray Crisis is good. Do you know what? Funny enough, So someone actually approached me, and you get a lot of scammers when you do YouTube stuff, and they're like, "Do you want to sell jewelry? Do you want to sell this watch? Do you want to do that?" I generally leave stuff like. So someone actually contacted me and they said, "Look, you've done a video on this new Puzzle Bobble game. It's one of the games we're actually covering. We would have given you a promo code for it." And I was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Is this a scam?" And he was like, "No." He goes, "Look, this is the website. Sign up for it. Every time we get new releases, we'll send them to you. We'll tell you what there is, and if you want them, we'll give you a code for it. Sometimes you get physical stuff, but generally it's codes, and your only obligation is to do a video on it." So I was like, okay, you know what have I got to lose? So I tried out this company, and the game that I got was like the Ray Crisis Chronology. It had like all the games in there for the Nintendo Switch. Man, they sent me a code straight away, and I wanted to cover it in a video. I was like, okay, this video would make sense. So I'll get emails for them, and I pretty much get all the retro releases, and I can get them for free on PlayStation 5 or Switch or anything there. But to be honest, I've not taken the only one. I've only taken that the Ray Chronology up so far, because there's plenty for me to do with FPGA stuff and like the live streaming stuff. So maybe in future I'll do it. You know, maybe get the kids some games on their Switches or like the Xbox or something. I haven't got a PS5 or Xbox Series yet. I haven't next gen'd up. We're trying to be a PC family that actually play a little bit of Switch, because I do like the Switch. So guys, is anyone here a Monster Hunter fan? Okay, AM, the HD video preset. Right, where is it? Let's have a look. Any Monster Hunter fans here? Because when that comes out, I want to play it, and I'd like to. Okay, so where is? Okay, I don't know if I've got a HD one here. Is it anywhere here? Okay, no, that's. Nope, there's no general hardware. Okay, no, it's not gonna be hand. Oh, okay. No, I haven't got it here. Unless you can tell me where it is within here. I'm just kind of going with the presets that are built in. Oh no, okay. No, with this, I think I definitely like manual. X68000, okay, cool. Yeah, so this company, they've always got a lot of like the indie games out there. So I still get the emails, and sometimes I'm tempted, and I'm like, oh no, you know what? If I do this, then I'm obliged to make a video on this game. And sometimes I'm like, okay, you know what? Leave it. But I'll likely take one up. But the games, if I'm giving them to my kids, they're going to be games that I like and kind of suit the channel stuff. Right, guys, is Layer Section the same game as Raystorm? Someone let me know, because I swear it feels like the same game, or the mechanics are the same. Is it like a regional variant or something? Oh, this is banging, this game, man. I like the other one as well, don't get me wrong. I like this as well. I kind of like how it's got like the 3D parts and how it kind of works. You know, it's a 2D yet 3D kind of thing, you know. Okay, I can just hold down the fire button. I'm mashing that fire button, where I can just focus on holding down the fire button and just locking onto everything else. Man, this game's good, guys. Definitely play this on the Saturn Core, man. It's fantastic. Oh yeah. And the whole thing you're trying to do is like, you got your finger on the fire button, you're trying to lock onto everything, man. And the lock-ons, they're not. So it's limited how many things you can lock onto simultaneously, but you're not limited to how many times you can actually lock on. It's just fantastic, man. Yeah, this is. I'm gonna look at chat after. Guys, this is Raystorm, man. It has to be, unless I'm getting confused. This is Layer Section and Raystorm. I'm sure they're the same thing now. Like, you can, if I'm completely wrong, then yeah, feel free to you know, lightly insult me, but within reason, guys. I'm not really an insulting guy, you know. I'll keep it light, like very, very light. Apart from VGE, I insult him because he always insults me. But again, keep it light. Oh, where is he today? Oh, it's VGE's dog's birthday, and it's a she, and he is making the dog her a beef stew, I think, or something. He put a tweet out on there like, how, yeah, that's a nice guy. All right, let's move on to the next one. So there was another one. Oh, yep, there's another shmup I want to have a look at. Let me load that up. I think it was Time Bokan series. Guys, this game is wicked. Just look at how good it looks. I might try another filter in a second. Right, let's have a look. Okay. Yeah, Drew, this is it's decent. It's decent. I mean, I generally prefer like the pixel stuff, but I have to say, like I definitely like layer section too. Right, let's look at. Hey guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. Like I always say, I do enjoy streaming, and I think I'm going to open my monster soon. It's been up there. Let's should we try a different filter? Let's have a look. So video processing, I think I've just got, I do like display specifics. I know people talk about PVMO. Guys, you know, I always talk about stuff that I missed out on, right? So there was a building at my work that was gonna get demolished, right? And anything that was in there we could have, and they had a PVM in there as like a CCTV screen, but I didn't know anything about it. I looked at the back, and ignorant me, I was like, this doesn't have like a scar setting or like a, you know, like a, or a composite. And I was like, okay, I don't want it. And it's only after, when I started getting more into retro gaming, I saw that as one of those Sony PVMs, man. And I could have got it for free. I could have literally just grabbed it for free. It's handed over to a construction company now that have like redeveloped this whole site. But I can't really ask them. That everything in there would have been destroyed, man. And that would have been, it was quite small as well. I think I could have found space for that somewhere without annoying my wife too much. Okay, so guys, this is Time Bokan series. Whenever this game is featured in a video, there's always questions being asked about it. Like, what is this game? Where is this game? Tell us about this game. And unless I've completely made a mistake and I've picked the wrong game, I'm pretty sure this is like a cute 'em up, like a shmup that's very, very cute. Right, guys, time to open that monster. We've got like a little cartoon there that just looks awesome. For anyone wondering, I am drinking a Monster Lewis Hamilton one. It's named after the race driver, and it's very nice. It's like a juicy flavor. Do you know what? Sorry, Drew. I don't know if this is Tetsunoko, man. Like, I'm such a layman. Usually, it's you guys that actually educate me. Where's Emmett? Emmett usually comes in with facts. If Emmett, if you're watching, we need to know, is this Tatsunoko? Another person that I miss is Cyber Akuma, man. Cyber Akuma used to come in, man. Hopefully we'll get to see Cyber Akuma again, because they were like literally fact checking stuff and putting stuff out there, really, really good. Okay, so no news about Replay 2. I'm kind of on their Discord. I keep up with it, but the guys, they've got the approach of, when the board is ready, when they've got something, they'll reveal something. So they're not going to be showing we're doing this or we're doing that. Their motto is, once something's up and running and we're ready to show it, we'll show it. So when something comes, I do speak to the guys, and there are a good bunch of guys on there. I mean, the main guy is Mike Jace, not someone that I'm familiar with, or not someone I was familiar with. I don't know which one to pick. They look so cool. Look at that. Let's pick this vulture thing here. Look at that little person right there in there. Yeah. So Mike J is really cool. Like, I've spoken to the guy, and yeah, I'll await updates, man. I mean, my on my side, like, if they ever want to communicate anything, and that goes for anyone, if you've got any information, awesome. Like, give me a shout. You know, my DMs are open on Twitter. I'm available on Reddit. I don't use Instagram. I'm not really a fan of Instagram, to be honest. It's more like, hey, check out this that I've got. Don't get me wrong, once in a while I'll do, hey, check me out, I've got this or whatever. But Yeah, Instagram's not really for me, but my DMs are open there. So they're open on Reddit, Twitter, Discord. Discord, I've got it set to so you can only message me if you're part of if you share a mutual server with me. So if you, I don't know, if you share like the Hotego server, the MiSTer FPGA Gaming one, or my server, any server, as long as you're on a mutual server with me, you can send me a message on that. The only thing that's a bit of a bummer is if I'm not already in a conversation with anyone, like Twitter doesn't, I mean, I'm on Twitter Blue now. I know people hate it. I thought I'd try it out for a month, and I think I might keep it because I like uploading long videos there, just to kind of have there. But at least before I haven't received a random message, or maybe I haven't checked. It doesn't give me a good notification to say that, you know, you've got someone sent you a message. It's just randomly that I find it. And the same thing kind of goes for Discord. It's not great at notifications there. It just, yeah, I kind of stumble across it sometimes days or even like weeks later. I was at one point in a habit of just kind of checking it out every few days. But yeah, if there's ever any information, man, and that you guys find out, even if I know it, I still appreciate you guys telling me, because you know what, I may not have actually known this. Oh, wicked! Look at this, guys. Going back to the game, like my ship blew up, and I'm on some little bike, and look at the way they fly out, guys. This game's fantastic. Like, I absolutely love it. Can I change my ship? No, I can't. Okay. It just looks so cool, man. So original and cute. Just yeah, it feels fantastically good, man. Feels really good. Look, there's a little elephant dude fleeing out of there. Inside the big elephant. And look at the effects. It's really cool. Look at the way the ducks are like flying up and flying down. And I think getting those skulls. I don't need to get those skulls. Okay, so maybe I need to get them. Like in a lot of games, skulls mean something bad. I think in this game it means something good. I remember if anyone has ever played Sanson 2, that was one of my favorite games on the PC Engine, man. Absolutely loved it. And there's actually a fan translation out of it, which is it was fun to play, because I found out, you know, what, you buy an item from the shop that lets you smash walls. Now what I thought, okay, maybe I could smash the wall anyway, but it actually gives you the ability to smash certain hidden walls. I thought maybe, you know, it reveals it or something, and you could smash it if you hit it anyway, but you have to have that power up to hit the walls. But going back to this game, man, like, yeah, I just love the way it looks, man. I think it looks really really nice. Let's try a different filtering. Let's pause it for a second. Let's go back to a little bit of a hardcore one. I'm glad you guys like filters. Right, so the JVC one was quite good as well. Oh wow, okay, yeah, I like this one. I like it. Do you know what? So if you guys remember, right, if you went to the arcade and you had like, sometimes like your favorite game might have been on a screen that was a little bit knackered, and I like that knackered look. There's a bunch of like overlays that are used for MAME, and it's got like the arcade machine there with reflections of other arcade machines. I absolutely love it. It makes it feel that little bit more authentic. And having like some of the shaders that I've seen, it makes it look like your screen's damaged somewhat, and I absolutely love them, because it definitely somewhat recreates that vibe of going in the arcade and having machines that weren't great. But on this one here, actually on my TV, I can see like lines. I don't know if you can see them as well, but I can see lines there. So maybe on the next one change this. Maybe kind of leave JVC. Now, in fact, funny enough, when I took the MiSTer around to my friend's house earlier, so this is really funny. I was like, dude, here's a MiSTer, let's play it. Now, he likes playing Capcom versus SNK 2, but we don't have a Dreamcast, so we play it on emulation. And the latency is bad. I was like, you know, I'm going to take the MiSTer and we're going to play Hyper Fighting or Super Turbo today. So he's good at that as well. So we're playing it. He's got a TV. He's got a new place that I went to see. And his TV's a JVC one, man. I connected to MiSTer to it, man. The input latency, it must have been like 3 or 4 frames. It was terrible. Like, my character was moving after I kind of let go of the controller and everything. And so in the end, we had to play it on a monitor, but we didn't have sound. So all the Street Fighter I played with him, I had to play without sound. So it was a choice of play it with sound on a massive 55-inch screen, but it's so laggy, you can't play it. It was bad. It was that bad. But play it on a monitor. The monitor was okay. Whatever latency was there didn't really affect it too much. It might have been a frame. It wasn't as crisp as some of the other stuff that I've played, But you know, me taking the MiSTer randomly to a friend's house, it was cool. It was cool, and I love the second MiSTer I've got, man. I just take it out, man. It's just nice to take out. In fact, that's the first time I have taken it out. It's not like I go out a lot, but it's nice. If I go somewhere, I can take it. I've got one friend that's heavily into Neo Geo games, so when I see him, I'll try it out. Right, I think I've been playing this one for quite some time. Right, Soviet Strike is what someone asked for next. Oh, you know what? I want to look at the. I was like, okay, cool. I wanted to have a look at. I thought it was we were gonna get like a little cartoon cutscene or something. But look at the enemy. Look, it's like a dog, man. Oh, look at that. This, yeah, man. Guys, if you haven't tried this, the Time Bokan series on the Sega Saturn, yeah, try it out. Let's put on something else because I can play this game for a long time. Like, someone asked for Soviet Strike. I don't think I'm gonna have it. I don't think I'm gonna have it. I don't think it's ever been requested before, so I never looked for it. No, I haven't got Soviet Strike. So what's next? Oh, Wicked. Next is SF Alpha 3, and I know that works. So that's cool. Street Fighter. Oh, Wicked. We've got the Japanese version as well. 03. Got the 4 gig of RAM in. Right. Let me have a look at chat as well. Okay, Wicked. Just rewinding a bit. Yeah, so I only know about Tatsunoko. Sorry, I'm gonna randomly start talking about the chat. So Tatsunoko, I kind of know from Capcom, or Tatsunoko versus Capcom on the Wii, which was like a template for the new Marvel versus Capcom game where they changed the control from 4 button and 2 assist. So Marvel versus Capcom 1 was 6 buttons, then it was 4 buttons, 2 assist buttons, then it was 3 buttons, I think, Marvel versus Capcom 3, just 3 attacks, light, medium, hard. But that's where I kind of know about Tatsunoko versus Capcom. And some of the cartoons as well, you probably saw them when you were young, translated over. Okay, what we got here? Yeah, oh yeah, I see you, Unloved Homie, just mentioning Tatsunoko versus Capcom, and that's a good game. Not something I heavily got into. I remember it had Alex from Third Strike in there. Hey Bruno, how you doing? Thanks for confirming it's Tatsunoko. So that's okay. Tatsunoko Yataman game where you play as the villains. Awesome. Right. Awesome. Okay, so LL people have answered that. Time Bokan, Wicked. Yeah, the game, Patrick, the game is definitely sick. Like, okay, you're looking at Street Fighter Alpha now. The intro for this is good anyway, so we can let that run. Yo, my boy SNK Kev, how you doing, man? I'm good, man. I'm good. Bro, my request today is Darius Gaiden. No worries, we'll do Darius Gaiden. Let's get that. We're on our second post-it now. I probably would have been in more, but I probably missed some of the games that Phile's asked for, and they've been lost in chat. So, Darius Gaiden. Okay, I really hope I've got that on here. Andy D's done a really job with the Mega Drive Darius, giving it Mega CD sound. So that's something really awesome. Horizontal gel bars. Okay. Let's try another filter as well before we have a round of this. The load preset. Okay, let's go. Should we go Triniton? Okay, Sony Triniton. I know that's a TV that's highly regarded. Okay, get Dr. Mike Chi to send you a review sample of. Do you know what? I don't think I'll use it, Phile, man. I don't really know Mike Chi. I've never spoken to him. I'm in some Discords with him and I see him chatting there, but there's a 4K TV downstairs. It's got gaming mode, but the kids use that, man. I'm 1080p. I'm happy with that at the moment, man. It's not something. I'm kind of limited for space, man. So I'm happy with the little setup I have in this corner of the bedroom. So yeah, I mean, for the people that have a use case for the retro tink, it seems excellent. It's not something for me, you know. And I'm content. I've got a lot of stuff that I'm happy with. I mean, like. My games that I still have to play, I can't possibly play them even if I was to play starting now for the rest of my life and I've done everything else. I've got a back catalogue going back to, like, you could even say Commodore 64, Atari, I don't know, like the NES, the SNES, Mega Drive stuff. There's so many games I want to play, so yeah, I'm good, you know. There's a lot of stuff out there. Yo, Scandal, how you doing? Big shout out to you, buddy. Scandal UK. So, what are your favorite filters? Okay, so, do you know, I don't actually mind. I'm kind of good with scan lines. I just like ropey. I like it looking quite ropey. I like it, like a lot of the arcade games, like where we played them, I remember them looking like a little bit mash up, and I quite like the ones where they've distorted them a little bit. I mean, scanlines are good, aren't they? Scanlines they just look good. I mean, the one we're using now the Triniton one looks really nice. I like it. I just go through all of them. There's a few. Okay, so there's a whole bunch on RetroArch, and you can get a whole bunch more. I'll mess about with them. There's a consumer one that I've been using, and everyone really likes it. So that one I like, and I don't know. It's difficult to say a favorite. There's so many good ones, man. Wicked. No worries, man. There's nothing wrong with 720p. Like on the Steam Deck, I'm on 720p. I even stream from that on 720p. But 1080p is good for me. My laptop, it's got a 300 hertz screen, but it's 1080p. Then my second display, so mainly two displays, is a 1080p display. I imagine at some point I'll go 4K, but at the moment it's just priorities, man. I've had to pay for a holiday for my wife and my two boys for next year. My daughter's not going because she's got GCSEs around that time, so she wants to study, which is very responsible. It means I'm on annual leave around Easter time, which means it's going to be me and my daughter. My mum might be staying with me for some of that time as well, but it's mainly going to be me and my daughter, which means takeaways, chill. I'm going to be doing a lot of streaming during that time. And as well as that, like my car just it started, I started having to get repairs for it. So I bought a car like 2 weeks ago, not a new car, like a used car, a new used car. So when it comes to like expenses, I've got to buckle it down at the moment. So only buying what I really need. Yeah, you know what, unloved homie. Yeah, you know what you might be able to get. You might be able to get when people are selling one. It might be worth going on to some of the Discords. I know the FPGA gaming Discord, they've got like a marketplace on there now. Maybe you can put on there saying, look, I'm after one. So if you've upgraded and you want to, get rid of yours, then get rid of yours. SNK Kev, yes, scanlines they're wicked on 2D games, man. I still remember, like, I was playing RetroArch for ages. I didn't even know it was a thing, and a friend of mine was like, you know what, yeah, you got to try scanlines. And I was like, really? Yeah? Like, and I tried them, and I was like, oh wow, like this is amazing. And I was even using on like I was using them on like a handheld on a small screen. I liked them so much. Do you know what? TMS, I did buy a Honda. So my last car was a VW Touran, and now I've got I bought a Honda. There was this particular Honda I wanted, and I probably paid a little bit above market value for it. But I really wanted it, and it's a Honda FRV. And the reason that I wanted that is because, it's me, my wife, and 3 kids. But like I've mentioned it a few times before, my mum's got dementia, and she stays, at the moment she's with my brother for like the next month or so, but then she'll come and stay with me. So we share care for her. So it's like 4 or 5 times a year I might have my mum in the car with like my kids and my wife. So I have to have 6 seats minimum. So the previous one was a 7-seater. So when I look at the FRV, and the other really good thing about the FRV that I like, guys, was it's got like, okay, in the UK we only have like 2 seats in the front generally, and that's the case. I think that's the case in most places. But in this car, it's got 3 seats at the front. So both my boys, they love it. They're both sitting at the front. And obviously I'm driving and they're in there, and yeah, they absolutely love it. And my wife and my daughter, they're in the back with a free seat in the middle. So it's kind of like everyone's a winner, like the boys are the boys. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my daughter, I love girls, but they're girls, they got girly habits. Like my boys, the cartoons they watch when they're mischievous, the stuff they do, they're boys. My girl was mellow, man. I remember when it was just her, she's the eldest, man, it was like so mellow. I just used to chill, play games, always like a mellow kid. My boys, nah, man. Okay, let's try and combo this 8-bit door controller. It's a great controller, by the way. Nope, didn't. Take that, Honda. Right, let's look at some chat. Okay, oh, what's this? Right, let's have a look. Okay, I'll do a round of this and I'll load a game. I enjoy reading the chat as well. I hope you guys don't mind watching some demos as well. Or, intros of games running. Yeah, see, they look so good on Street Fighter. Okay, let's what we got next? Okay, Panzer Dragoon Saga. Okay, that's not gonna be. I think someone was talking about that. Let's put on the other Panzer Dragoon because Saga's an RPG. It doesn't come out so well on the live streams, to be honest. Because just to kind of start it, it takes a little bit of time. Let's go Panzer Dragoon. So, right, let's have a look. Let me have a look at chat as well because someone was asking about they started a channel and wanted some advice. So let me try and give you some advice there. Okay, so Wicked. Yeah, well, you know what, Philip, that makes sense. So let's see when Mars comes out. They haven't been the busiest with information that's coming out at the moment. I would like to do another Mars video because it gets a lot of interest on the channel. I just want some information to bring about them. Okay, 65-inch 4K Wicked, dedicated theatre room, Atmos surround, retro games. Don't translate too well onto Atmos. Okay, but it's still my favorite to play. Okay, cool. No Discord. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, unlike Tommy, Discord is decent, man. It can get overwhelming, but you just got to know when to shut it down. It's like sometimes just the YouTube comments in Discord and Twitter, it goes a bit mad. I just have to leave it, man. If I miss stuff, I miss it. You know, it happens. Okay, if you're interested in games, I started making videos on my channel for games I've been building for 3 years. Nate, no problem. If you're doing, especially if you're doing like 2D retro stuff, send me a link. YouTube usually deletes links, so send it to me. You're welcome. Just say, you know, this is Nate from the stream. Send it to me over a DM on Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, Discord if you're on the same server as me. Just send me a link to your channel and I'll definitely check it out, dude. I enjoy watching videos at work while eating. Every Monday, love Mondays at work with Lou's Retro Source Weekly Roundup. Absolutely love it, man. Love it when it comes out around my lunchtime. I hate it when it comes out late. And then I like watching the videos with food. I don't know, at work I really enjoy having my lunch on my desk and watching like a video. I watch Video Game Esoterica stuff as well sometimes, but like myself, he produces even more videos than me, so I can't keep up, so I'm selective about what I choose. But with Lou, I always watch the Monday one and some of his other stuff as well. Okay, fuel economy. Do you know what? I mean, driving it around so far, it wasn't too bad. I kind of work it out how much it cost me a mile, and at the moment it was costing me about 25p a mile with the kind of driving I was doing. So fairly reasonable as far as you know, for the FRV petrol price or price per mile goes. Okay. Yeah, LL, yeah, I like the M30 8-bit dual controller. There's one issue that I have with it. When I play Street Fighter, this is probably just me, but I might overdo the fireball, and like I sometimes end up doing like a Tiger Knee in the old games, or I sometimes end up jumping. But I think that's just me because everyone says it's a great controller. Funnily enough, that little Ambonic device I've got that's based on the Sega Saturn, that one there, I'm not really, I'm okay with, I'm okay. I don't do Tiger Knees or jump by accident on that. So that was really weird. That's why when I done a review on that, I said I preferred it to the M30 controller, but that might just be me. Like everyone kind of loves that. Okay. Yeah, no, M30 is good. Mega Drive and yeah, the 6-button Mega Drive controller. There's the second Saturn controller. I think the second one they made, or the Japanese one's really good. I've actually still got an original one of those. Controller. Do you know, I'm not a fan of Retrobit, you know, Scandal UK. I bought their one for the N64 and I thought it was adequate at best. But I bought like their SNES one, which was RF, and it had it worked on an original SNES. It had the dongle. It worked via a USB RF dongle, but man, it was so crap. Like I charged it fully. When I'd press an input down, it would lock in. But I got it from Amazon, so I just done a return like a day later. It was terrible, and I really wanted to like the controller because I wanted a SNES RF controller. But I have to say, Mr. Addons, when he sorted me out that reflex adapter, man, like playing SNES with an original controller on that, it's amazing. It's amazing. Funny enough, in CEX today, when I visited my friend earlier, it was in Walthamstow, East London, if anyone's familiar with that area. They had a couple of PlayStation 1 controllers and they were only £3 for the fully digital one. And the one I had, it's quite damaged. It was in my shed. I don't know what happened to it. And so it looks like someone bit the wire. But But I managed to get one for £3. I had to clean it, man. I had to get a pin in, you know, in the little gaps, like get all the grime out. It took me ages. It was nasty. But I tested it, done a full check on it. Everything's working on it. So I'm kind of chuffed, man. I'm really surprised it was only £3 as well. Okay, so TMS, I'm not technical enough to answer any questions about how far it can be pushed. So they're saying they're going to do Dreamcast and Naomi, and that's going to be, that for me at least is going to be like a major selling point for Mars. Like, I'm looking forward to getting Mars. You know, Mars have said I'll be getting a review unit. So whenever review units are going out, I'm looking forward to getting it. I'm looking forward to testing it. I'm looking forward to playing it. You know, I'll play whatever as long as I'm having fun doing it. And I really want Capcom versus SNK 2. I just don't want a Dreamcast, then I have to pay for a HDMI mod, then I've got to buy the 2 sticks. I want an FPGA Dreamcast solution because it'll just prove awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, they're saying all, okay, so Mars are saying all MiSTer cores day one. I mean, I imagine, I don't know about it, I'm only speculating it. I imagine what they've got is they've got, maybe they've got something in place. They've got like something that just converts it over, you know, like a script or a little bit of software that just converts stuff over very easily. Right, let's look. Okay, sorry, just trying to catch up with chat because for some reason, like, I've got my phone near me and I look at the chat on that rather than the screen, which is a little bit further away. But the phone just kind of lags behind with chat sometimes. Oh, wicked. So what is this SNK? What's a Pioneer Laser Active PC Engine pack? What exactly is that? I love the PC Engine. Like, I love it. Like, my favorite consoles of all time, arguably between the PC Engine and the SNES, and it's difficult. I can't decide because I absolutely love both of those consoles. You know, PC Engine was just amazing. It was unique. It's something that only I had. I never swapped a game with anyone. Every game I had, I owned. I hustled to get Sun 2 by collecting like a whole number of supermarket trolleys with my brother and then doing them. Okay, Great John Z laser discs rule. Okay, do you know what I've got it? It's just a little bit far away. So I've got, you know what I can actually do. I don't want to mess up the stream. It's just the way I do it. I can see it. You know what it is? I just need to kind of look over, and it's easier to have the phone with me, Philly. So what I've got is I've got my laptop. I've got OBS on there. I can make it full screen. In fact, let me make it full screen. I think there's a way. Okay, full screen. Let's do it. It's just I like looking at the control. Right, I've got the chat in big now. I'm watching it on stream. See, Philly. Sometimes, like, the most obvious thing, someone just needs to point it out. So I've got it, but I still need to look left. I haven't got it on the screen that I'm playing on, unless I play with the OBS screen. Right, let's give Panzer Dragoon a little bit of a go. Let me take a sip of my Monster. I feel like I have not been drinking that enough. I really like the one on the original Xbox. I think was it called Panzer Dragoon Auto? I really like that game, man. Used to play that a lot. That was fantastic. Oh, and also Philly as well. The reason I look at my phone, it's very kind of easy to scroll on there. Whereas, like, well, you know what? I probably haven't got streaming optimized in the best possible way as far as looking stuff and everything kind of goes. I mean, what I could really do, I could put out like a tripod with something in front of me, so it's kind of in my peripheral vision while I'm playing. This game's always good, man. I still remember, for anyone in London, I know someone on stream last time. I'm really sorry, I can't remember. I'm really bad with names, guys, and honestly, I just want to apologize now. Like, if I speak to you and we're having an engaged conversation and I'm all good, and then you come on again and I don't remember, chances I'll remember the conversation. I'm just so bad with names, man. There's a lot of guys on here like SNK, Kev, Philly, Emmett. They're on the channel a lot, so their kind of names are embedded in my brain. I won't forget. But if I have like you know, one chat with you or a couple of chats with you, and then you've gone AWOL for a while, guys, I just kind of forget stuff, man. But there's someone, and I apologize for that. So it's not me being an idiot or like blanking anyone or doing anything like that. It is just bad memory. But we were talking about Panzer Dragoon, and I saw this first in a shop called Advanced Consoles in in London, Carnaby Street, just off Carnaby Street, and they had this running, and looking at it just blew me away. I was like, wow, this is the future. Is this what we are playing now? Because I think the PlayStation and Saturn was that kind of true jump to 3D, and obviously the Nintendo 64 as well. But that generation is when you started to see 3D games. You know, before that, everything was pretty much 2D with a few exceptions. You know, some attempts at 3D. But it's this generation came along, and it was like, wow, we've got 3D stuff, man. It is just amazing. Okay. So what's really funny as well, like my new laptop is 17 inches. My 14-inch old laptop, I need to set it up for the kids, but I need to get a desk or kind of table for them that's a particular size so both of them can sit on it with laptops. But that's a 14 inches, a Zephyrus. It was very good when I bought it like in 2020, a little bit dated now. But man, when I turned it on to grab a file that I forgot to move over, and wow, man, was that, I just can't believe how amazing, how small and light and just amazing that laptop is, man. You know what, actually, not bad. I'm actually playing on my monitor screen. The latency is not bad at all via OBS. Okay, I thought it would be more. And I can keep an eye on chat as well. Oh, okay, you blew up your Japanese Saturn. You know what? I done exactly the same thing with a Dreamcast. So what happened was, when I had my shop, someone traded in a Dreamcast. It was a Japanese Dreamcast, and I didn't know. And I plugged it in, and all of a sudden, like a puff of smoke came out, and the thing just blew up, man. And I was gutted that I blew up a Japanese Dreamcast. But do you know what? When I had the shop, a lot of this stuff was, people didn't want it anymore. The Dreamcast was dying. It was, you know, don't get offended by it, but it was at that moment in time, it was pretty much considered rubbish. You know, it was dead. PlayStation 2 was killing it. It was dead. So you were getting them in for really, really cheap. So chances are I probably only paid like maybe 15, 20 pound trading for it. So it wasn't a massive thing. It wasn't like I paid like, you know, 150 trading for it and it kind of blew up. Sorry, I forget you can turn here, can't you? Yeah, there was a lot of stuff. Even the Saturn, I probably paid like £10 for or something. You know, I remember I bought like a whole PlayStation collection of someone, and this guy had like over 100 games. And I agreed. You know, the agreement was, I'll pay £2 per game, and I'll take everything that you've got. And you know, at that time, a PS1 game, the lowest we'd sell it for would be probably £3. So there was a decent amount of money in there. But it had like a lot of rare stuff. Like I remember Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It's the only time I actually saw it. It's one of my favorite games. I ended up getting rid of it. I kind of wish I kind of kept it, but I don't have a PlayStation, so I wouldn't be able to play that at all. Philae, you know what? This is actually working all right. Looking at a 17-inch laptop screen and looking at the chat as well at the same time. This is cool. Right, let's put another game as well. What's next? Okay, so someone asked for Asuka games. I really do hope I've got something with Asuka. Did we check it? No, I think I did check it actually. I haven't got anything there. So all right, what's after that? Oh, Shinobi. That's always a good one to check out. What is the time? Oh wow, it's at the time already. We're nearly streaming for like an hour and a half. Time flies when we stream, guys. Like seriously flies. Okay, Shinobi. So let's try that 60 hertz patch. And there was a trick. You need to turn the second controller off. If not, the Japanese version should be good. Oh. Oh, wicked. All right. So guys, for anyone wondering there, you go input, and I've probably, here you go. If you're having issues with Shinobi, make sure you've got controller. You can turn it off and on or whatever, but if you just leave pad 2 off, because if you're like me, you're mostly gaming by yourself, right? So turn pad 2 off and Shinobi works. Right, let me have a look at chat a little bit. Oh, thank you, Kev, man. Oh, good, man. Thank you. I'm just saying, don't be too hard on yourself. You know what? Sometimes it's all right being hard on yourself a little bit. Let me look at some of the chat. I'm hoping it runs into game here. Nice. Okay, cool. Love seeing a little bit of a demo. So, Mr. Laserlight 7, I would like to see Sega Model 1, 2, and 3 on Mars. Hopefully, Mars is out soon. Waiting for it as I never bought a MiSTer, so just waiting for Mars as I think it's late to buy a MiSTer now. Right, if you want to wait for Mars and that's what you want to do, but I always say go with what is out there right now. You know, if you've got the means and you want it, dude, you'll have so much fun with a MiSTer. Like I always say, if we did not get another core for the MiSTer, I would be happy with it. Like, don't get me wrong, I want more cores for the MiSTer, but if it was stuck at where it is right now, honestly, I'm happy with it. It's amazing. So Mars is scheduled for Q1 2024, so that's January, February or March 2024. That's presuming that everything goes well. They're not expecting any supply chain issues, so the team is saying everything's gonna go to plan Q1. But again, you know, MiSTer's here, Mars isn't. So, you know, it's completely up to you. If you feel like, okay, you want to hold out and you're a patient type of person, but I would say, you know, personally, I'd want to get in on the fun and I'd want to play a MiSTer. But if your option is only to have one of those machines, then maybe it is, maybe you do want to wait. Maybe you want to check out and see what comes up, because we've also got Replay 2 that's coming up. So, you know, you might think, okay, MiSTer's the one for me. No, I'm gonna go Mars. I'm gonna go Replay 2. There's more options coming out. There's gonna be some people that are gonna like the analog 3D, because I'm pretty sure, even though it doesn't have an open FPGA, I am sure that via a jailbreak it will have additional cores. Now, don't quote me on that. I'm not basing this on anything that I know. I'm just basing this just on a hunch that it's going to have additional cores as well. You know, for the fact that some analog consoles do, but also the fact that you're going to have a whole bunch of different FPGA consoles out there, you know, and it'll only make sense that analog will have something else on there, something of value on there, even if it's older systems and not arcade cores. Right, let's have a look at some chat. Okay, so LL Panzer Dragoon, no, I think it's just a one disc game. It's the RPG that's multiple discs. Right, let's have a look. So, oh wow, okay, a Game Boy Color. Oh, it's the box that brings the value. The box definitely brings a value, because I think unboxed they go for less than half of that, like 70 or 70 pounds. You can pick it up for here. You can pick like a modded one for a lot cheaper than 180. Sorry, I'm talking pounds here, Nate. I think you mentioned, was it Canada? Yeah. So I don't know how much that is in pounds. I think the Canadian dollar is a little bit weaker than the US dollar. So let's see. Okay, Panzer Dragoon Saga. Yep, that's on 4 discs. Wicked. You say, you know what, SNK Kev, I don't think Sega are going to create a new console, man. They're going to do the games, and that's what they're doing. I guess, like, you know, where consoles are now, there's just too much research and development involved now. Like, I feel that PlayStation have got the edge with consoles now. With the Xbox. So when your Xbox came out, I kind of like the Xbox and the PlayStation. I had both. For 360 and PS3, I actually had both, but I kind of preferred the 360. But when it came to PlayStation 4, I tried liking the Xbox One, but the PlayStation 4 blew it out of the water, man. The current gen, I'm not really interested in at the moment. I like old games, man, and that's what I play. Don't get me wrong, I do play some new games, but I prefer playing them on PC. Oh, cool. All right, wicked, man. Yeah, no, Dimitri, I've kind of got it here. I can play it through OBS, and it's actually not that bad. I thought there'll be more latency, and I won't do it. I still need to kind of refer to my phone just to be able to scroll stuff, or I can go into like the YouTube kind of browser, which is the second screen on my right. But yeah, it seems to be okay. I'm kind of looking at chat as well, but I do, you know, take a little pause. I'm not playing here. It's the intro running. There appears a lot of Japanese games. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that. Right, the thing with Robert is amazing. He's extremely hardworking. I was actually honoured yesterday. He actually popped. So we done an N64 stream yesterday to celebrate every retail game booting, and he actually came on the stream and was speaking in the stream, and was speaking to everyone within the stream. Also, another friend of mine, Anton Gale, who's another awesome developer, jumped in there as well. So that was really cool, man. Yesterday I told Robert that I stood up and gave him a standing ovation. I did. I standed up and I saluted him, because the guy's just a G, man. Cat Pat, okay, with Mars FPGA, I'll get it, but I'm keeping the MiSTer. It's not exactly obsolete. That will stay in my office. The Mars will stay in my living room. Yeah, dude, it works, man. I mean, you know, if money isn't an issue, I get it. Like I like, okay, so what happened with Mars was people were asking me on the channel, are you going to get Mars? And I was like, look, I'm going to cover it, but I don't really have 700 lying around to pay for it. And Mars kindly offered, they said, look, you'll be getting a review unit. So I was actually, that kind of made my day. I was like, cool, I'll cover it on the channel. So I'll try and yeah, so I'm looking forward to definitely testing out Mars. I mean, they've got talent. They've got good developers in there. Mike Cheese there, who I presume is doing their filters. They've got Darren a Track 17 Pro Mod. Now, Darren and a Track have done a lot of cores that I played in the arcade personally, and I love those cores. Stuff like Outzone that I'll always mention. POW. What else is there? Oh wow, I'm kind of being put on the spot here, but they have got a bunch of games. Oh, Gang Wars is another one. So they've got a bunch of games I played in the arcade. Saint Dragon is one of the big ones I played. So I really do like the stuff that they've got. So it'll be interesting to see what they bring out. Like, I like arcade games, so it'll be nice to see some of the newer ones as well. Yeah. Also, so TMS. Yeah. So yeah, we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. Like, I'm not technical enough to understand what everything is. And what it will bring to us in as far as games and what we're enjoying. Because what we have to remember as well is, okay, I'll go back to the example of the VHS, the videotape, and Betamax. Betamax was the superior platform, but VHS is what was adapted. So, you know, as much as there can be multiple platforms out there, it's the one that has the most developer support is the one that's likely to succeed. Now, if there's stuff that can be ported across, so something comes out for Mars, they lock it to Mars, it's closed source for 6 months in, like, let's say a beta state. After 6 months, it's open source. It means it's ready to be ported to MiSTer should someone want to do it. It's ready to be ported to Replay 2. So it just depends on what's adapted the most. I mean, ideally, it would be great to have everything flourish and everything just out there working and doing its thing. MiSTer, you know, everyone adapting to MiSTer, everyone taking on Mars and Mars doing brilliantly well, Replay 2 doing brilliantly well. But we don't know how it's going to play out. It may not play out like that. It may be that one project is now going to be left behind and is either going to be phased out. It could be one. We don't know. We don't know. I guess that's what I'm saying. Right. Let's have a quick blast of this. But that Mike J guy, right, the one that's behind Replay 2, like I first heard a guy. Like, you know, I've got developers that I speak to. I've got people within the FPGA gaming that I speak to and that I thoroughly respect. Everyone speaks highly of the guy. Like, no one said anything bad about the guy. Everyone said the guy is proper, the guy is solid, the guy is old school, and he's obviously so old school. I consider myself someone that's new in FPGA gaming, right? I've been here for what? I've been... I just noticed something. Okay, so when I'm playing on my OBS display, the OBS display, the display screen, it shows it at 30 FPS. I'm seeing like my ninja kind of disappear. But you know what? It's cool. It means I can look at the chat. And if that's a sacrifice I kind of have to deal with in order to look at the chat at the real time. See, I can even see now, is dual RAM worth getting? Richard is asking, right? So guys, I always mention this. I've only got dual RAM because of a tweet a Track 17 put out saying Midway cores will use dual RAM, right? That's the tweet he put out, and many people upgraded their sets for that. Now some people are a bit annoyed at that. They've said on Twitter, you know, we got dual RAM and now it looks like Mortal Kombat can't be done on MiSTer. I have no hard gripes about it. That tweet made me go out, made me speak to MiSTer Add-ons, agree a sponsorship deal, and I have got what I have got because of that. So at this moment in time, I don't think dual RAM is required. I'm running this on my single SD RAM. There's a dual RAM version of the core out as well, and the additional things it runs, it's not really worth it from what I've seen. I don't think there's much out there that, you know, you're like, okay, I have to get it. Unless there's a particular game on the Saturn that only works on dual RAM. There's a work in progress dual RAM. There's a work in progress dual RAM Atari Jaguar core, which I couldn't get working. But what we can say is maybe coming up certain other cores in the future, as people start targeting more challenging hardware, maybe they'll benefit from dual RAM. Now, Pramod's been quite solid with what he said about dual RAM. So he was like the first developer I interviewed on my channel, and even before Mars or any of this other stuff, the thing he kind of mentioned the quality of the RAM. He preferred it on the Analog Pocket to the MiSTer because it's the same thing all around. It's not different setup. So he kind of stuck by that. And then the thing he mentioned with RAM, it's not the size of the RAM, it's the bandwidth. And he's, you know, that's the main thing that he's always mentioned. Now, I'm not technical enough to say I'm going to understand everything. But yeah, going to dual RAM at this moment, not required. So if you've got a single RAM setup, then stick with it. But I would say that if you're buying a new one, unless you're adamant on running it on a CRT, which means you'll have to get either an analog board, an analog MiSTer with analog and with an analog IO board. Sorry. But if a lot of people use like a HDMI to a VGA converter, I've never really used those things, so I don't know what they're like. So, but if you've only got like HDMI devices like me, for example, I don't really need the analog device. I've got it connected to a monitor via VGA, but it's still a flat screen. It's just I don't have to. The reason I've got it is I've always got the HDMI connected to a capture card. So with VGA, I've got it directly going to a monitor. So like digital could work for me. I could make it work for me. So it just depends on what your needs are. Right, let's have a look at some of the chat. Let's put on the next game as well, so I can. Oh, VF Remix. Have I got that? Have I got VF Remix? Okay, I haven't got Remix. Is that? I might have that in a CHD actually. Is that the kids one? Alright, let's go Virtua Fighter Kids. I don't know if that's supposed to be the Remix one. Okay. Oh, LL, talking about that motion sickness. Yeah, one of my best friends, he gets motion sickness, man. He likes new games. He can't play them. I don't get motion sickness or anything. I do play some new games. But you know what? Since doing YouTube, it's so difficult. Like, I'll start a game. I'm still trying to finish Bloodstains. I only ever got the bad ending on... I got the bad ending on the Switch, and I'm replaying it on the Steam Deck. There's also... what else is there? So I started playing Spider-Man. I bought a whole bunch of Steam games. I should just give my account to my kids or something so they can play them. So I'll try and find games I'll get into. That's why I really like Monster Hunter, because even though they're deep games, I can just do a hunt for 40 minutes. So Monster Hunter is something I'm definitely looking forward to. Right. Yeah, Philip, well, you're saying Mars might not happen yet. I mean, the team, they're strong about it. There's a good bunch of guys on it. I think it will happen, but you know what, like, just being like a realist, anything can happen, right? Anything can happen. Like, Mars can come, Mars can't come, Replay 2 might come, Replay 2 might not come. So we just don't know. We don't know. But the good thing about Mars is, and I'll say this, is they're not doing pre-orders. They're not doing crowdfunding. They're not saying, guys, pre-order with us and we're going to run with your money. They're saying when the product is ready, they'll sell it, which I have to respect that. It's the same kind of approach Mike Chi took with the Retro Tink. It's not pre-ordering. It's not anything there. It's like, here it is. It's available. You buy your money. I've got whatever number in stock. They sell out. They're gone until the next run. So that's a little bit of reassurance there anyway. You know, it's always alarm bells when someone's working on a project and they're like, can you pay up front? Because hey, you can get stung by that, you know. You can get stung. So at least that's good about Mars. So just watch this space. Like I said, when I get a review unit in hand, I'm looking forward to testing it, and I'll be testing games for it, whatever core comes out for it, whether it's something that's been ported over from MiSTer, whether it's something unique, whatever it is, I look forward to testing that stuff, man. Oh, so Mr. Laserlight, a time frame on the Replay 2, according to their website, developer units or developer boards will be kind of ready Q1. So the same time Mars are hoping to release their board to the public, or the Mars console, shall we call it, to the public, Replay 2 are hoping to get developer boards out. So it'll be interesting because I don't know, maybe I can get one, or maybe I can purchase one. I don't know what I might actually do later on, because I want to try out other stuff. I've been thinking about it for a long time, but I may do like a Patreon, and that's just more for the case of being able to buy stuff. Like, so if Replay 2 comes out, it's just to be able to fund it to run stuff on the channel and everything there. I don't know how successful it will be or not. Even if it contributes a percentage towards it, then maybe I can put some of my money towards it and get it. But it's definitely a possibility, because I won't be able to justify buying all that stuff. And I'd feel guilty, because if I'm spending my money on gaming stuff and I can be spending it on my kids, I'd kind of rather do that. If the YouTube ad revenue increases to kind of allow stuff, then maybe something there. But it's something that I'll kind of have to think about kind of going forward. Okay, this is the board. Okay, I'm just reading a thing there about the 2-player Game Boy course. So sorry, Nate, you can play 2-player Game Boy on a digital, MiSTer, right? That's correct. Am I getting that correct or not? Hey Francisco, how you doing, man? HDMI to VGA gives true 24-bit color in cores that need it compared to analog IO VGA. Okay, good to know. And Luca, how you doing? With Mike Chi involved with Mars, I'm hoping all MiSTer cores get ported with 4K compatibility. Okay, always a possibility. Mike Chi is just brilliant at what he does. I mean, I don't have any association with him. I've never even once spoken to the guy, but a friend of mine that's got all his old consoles, he told me about an upscaler and he was like, guys, this thing is amazing. Like, he's got his Saturn plugged into it. He's got his Mega Drive into it. He's telling me about the profiles, and this is nothing. I know nothing of it. And he told me about it, and he was like, wow, this is amazing. I don't really have too many old consoles to be able to use that. So it didn't really appeal to me. I'm really happy with the MiSTer. Like, guys, I'm extremely happy with the MiSTer. I also like the Analog Pocket as well to play stuff on the go. I'm happy with both of them. So yeah, Mike Chi's very talented at what he does. Clearly, demand for the RetroTink 4K, which some people said was overpriced. I don't necessarily think it's overpriced. I just think it's a niche item for a particular people. Either you like it and you buy it, or if not, you don't buy it. The price is there. So 750, and it was according to Mike Chi, I think it was 4 times as popular as the RetroTink 5X. So there's demand for it, man. It's sold out. I saw a lot of people like really saying negative stuff on Twitter about how they weren't able to secure one and yada yada yada. I mean, just be cool about it, guys. Wicked, man. Yeah, I think that that two player kind of version of the core is just fantastic, man. That's like amazing. Now I know it's not essentially true to like original hardware or anything like that, but man, it is a great improvement. You're gonna have an improvement like that, right? They look so cute, these guys. I'll go this guy because he looks like the Ninja. Okay, normal kids. Okay, let's go kids. I need to get like my logo redone as well. I need to speak to someone, hopefully someone from within the community, maybe a buddy of mine or something. I just want it to look. I want the Ninja on there to look a little bit more friendly, and not too cute, but not as menacing. Same colors, similar font. Just the way like if a big brand. Like a chocolate bar or something, when they change their logo, it's the same logo, it's only just slightly different. Like sometimes it goes from square edges to like round edges or something, whatever the kind of trend is. So that's something I think I need to kind of work on. Okay, kids mode is a little bit too easy. This really isn't fun, even I'm winning. Okay, that's it. I'm just glad okay, I was saying it's fun. This game is solid, man. I like it. Okay. Yeah, Dimitri, no worries, man. Nice. Thank you very much for popping in, man. Yeah, thank you for dropping in. Thank you for subscribing as well. Wicked. Ooh. Yeah, I think the main advantage of the analog board is like, for example, if I had a CRT now, if I had a lot of space and I had a CRT, I could be playing on a CRT, but then my capture card could be capturing it via HDMI. And obviously people have got like arcade machines, they've got all different setups, so different strokes for different folks. Like I'm happy with filters, I love them, I think they look great, but I guess there's a big degree of authenticity with having an actual CRT. Same reason why someone would want to play on an original console as opposed to the MiSTer. or play with an original controller, there's just that authenticity there, isn't there? Well, what time we got? Okay, we've got about 15 minutes left. Let's do some Smackdown, because kids mode is really easy. Or I'll say that, I want to get whacked up now. Okay, cool. Let's what's the next game? I've got Time Girl here. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let's do SNK Kev's one, man. Darius. Really hope I got it. I can see myself saying yes. I should have Darius. Yes, Darius Gaydon. Okay, this is for you, SNK Kev. Thank you for always supporting the channel, and all of you guys, man. Like, thank you. Really appreciate you guys dropping by, man. Okay, these games are tough. They've got like the okay, kind of looks all right. Those fishes just cracked me up, man. Oh wow, wow, your bomb is really good in that, man. Okay, if I spam the fire button, it comes out a lot quicker, so let's spam it a bit. Yeah, Kev, this is a decent game, man. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the Darius games. I was always like more Nemesis, R-Type. I don't remember seeing these in the arcades over here. You know, if I did, maybe I didn't play it. You know, there was some games you saw in the arcade, but you had like more favorite games around, so you didn't necessarily play them. So I don't ever remember playing Darius. I remember playing like Raiden, Tiger Heli, Twin Cobra, Silkworm is something I dabbled a little bit with as well. Don't go fishy on me. You know what? Take my bomb. Ah. I forget actually on how easy it is to turn on auto fire on these 8-bit doll controllers. I don't have it on at the moment, but yeah, I remember. Very good controllers. I recommend them. And guys, if you're gonna buy it, I know I don't know if they've replaced the black one to be USB-C, but the black one I've got is the older one, and that's the one with that's the one that uses a micro USB cable. So if you're gonna order it, like order the white one. The white one's USB-C. They're pretty much exactly the same thing. Only one charges with a USB-C cable, and the other charges with a micro USB. And guys, you know, who wants a micro USB cable these days, man? They're a pain to use now. I hate them. I keep one around because my my PC Engine controller uses a micro SD control. Sorry, a micro USB. I might have said micro SD. A micro USB. It's got micro USB ports that uses that cable, whereas a lot of the other stuff is USB-C. This is a good game, man. It's a tough one though, man. The bullets are fast moving in this. Oh, you can shoot some of them. Let's just keep spamming the special. What a special, man. That is so good. Okay, wow, okay, something I like it. I like the slowdown here as well. Okay, I've turned that fish into sushi. Yeah, do you know what? My wife, she broke some of them, man. I had like this light. So there's part of the house, like kind of like the bit in the front room under the stairs. It's like a little part. It hasn't got a light there on the electric. So I wanted to put a light there. So I bought one of those ones on Amazon. You charge it. It gives you like 10 hours of light. But it was a micro USB one, man. Like my wife she just destroyed it, man. She just completely destroyed it by putting it in the wrong way. That's what she said. I'm a big Office fan, so every opportunity I get to drop a "That's what she said," I say "That's what she said." Right, let's have a look at. Oh, we looked at Time Bockhand. I've got a game here called Time Gal. I don't have that. So Fighters Megamix, so I do have, which is another request of Phili. Phili, you got your food then, yeah? Oh, Dimitri, that's very kind of you, dude. Honestly, you don't. Wow. Okay, I'm not gonna say no. So look, just for an idea for that, it's exactly the same, and I just want the Ninja to look a bit more friendly. But you know, before you do it, give me a shout on the Discord or via DM on that, and then what we can do is I'll give you just an example, because what I would hate to do is you do something, you put your time in it, and it's completely different to how I'm thinking. Just so I can give you an idea of the kind of like Ninja I kind of want on there. But yeah, that would be awesome, man. That's super nice. I'll make sure that I credit you for it and everything, and anything I can kind of do to yeah, anything I can do to assist. Awesome, man. That's super nice. Philae, who you calling rubbish at shooters, man? Just because you're good at games, right? Okay, let's have a look. Cool. All right, I'm not that good at games anyway, Philae. You owned me at Super Turbo. We'll play again though. We'll have to do a Fightcade one, because I like you, Philae. You're a good guy. I kind of wish if I got that Steam Deck though. I put a thing out saying I'll get one. I think. Yeah, Fighters Megamix is decent. I think I played the Dreamcast one, man. The Dreamcast one is the one that I played. Whether it was a sequel or a redone version of this, it hasn't crashed. Or has it? It's taken a bit of a long time to load. Should we go for a reset? That is definitely a long time. I don't remember it taking that long to load, right? I really do like these splash or these BIOS screens, man. They look really good. Yeah, my bro Philae. We'll have to do a Fightcade one at some point as well. What I've got to do tomorrow? Okay, so Fighters Megamix, we're in. No, dude, all good, man, all good. You know what? I was thinking about it when we were kind of talking about it on the stream. I should have said it to you sooner, so that's all good. And plus, it's gone to your nephew. I'm thinking, so where I'm going to give my kids my old Zephyrus, one of them. The other one I want to get a Steam Deck, so it's got it like a Switch, and I've got an idea of a table. I've got 140 centimeters can be the maximum length of the table, and I'm going to put it in behind the sofa. It's kind of under the stairs. There's a little bit of space there, so I want to get them on PCs. So I was thinking to get that, but I think I'll be able to right, let's see if this works now. I think I'll be able to grab one. Okay, cool. I think I'll be able to grab one at some point. You know, 250 is the kind of budget for it. I'm hoping I can get like a 512 with an anti-glare screen on there, because they are going cheapish, aren't they? So hopefully we'll be able to hopefully I'll be able to pick one up. I've put a notice up on the FPGA gaming Discord saying I want one, and I've also put one up on the GPD Discord saying that I'm after one if anyone's got one in London, because you know what, I don't like doing, unless I know someone or I know them through someone, I don't like doing like random eBay stuff. I generally prefer to like meet up and do stuff or purchase off eBay. But I can see them going, like, I can see the 512 ones going for yeah, you know, if you do find one, let me know, Philae. Yeah, just hit me up on Discord or whatever if you find someone localish kind of selling one. Yeah, I've seen them on eBay. They kind of go like good condition ones. They go for about 300, so which is fairly decent, you know. What's the sound like? You know, I'm not monitoring the sound. Actually, this sounds like it's got no sound. Yeah, this is a good game, man. You know what kind of sucked when Dreamcast and stuff come out. I think this is running a little bit slow though. This doesn't feel like a full 60. It feels a little bit slow. I could be wrong. Maybe the game's just slow and I've just got super fast reflexes. Yeah, no, I don't know. The thing with this core is sometimes it can be a little bit off some of the stuff. So maybe, I don't know, it feels a little bit off, but I don't know this game well enough to know. I mean, parts of it kind of feel okay. Let's move on to another one anyway. So guys, if anyone's got a request, say it down there, man. I'm actually looking at the screen and doing stuff. Or maybe I'll pick one. What's an interesting one? Something that's just cool. Oh, a bubble set. Okay, that's a good game. Cotton 2 is good as well. Daytona we've done. Oh, okay. Elevator action's good. Oh no, do you know what? I wanted to see. Philae, what do you think of this game? Right, let's have a look at this. I really like this game, man. I really like Golden Axe the Duel. I think it's fantastic, man. Oh, okay, so I'll do that Shinrei one, and that might actually be the last game, and then I'll have to call it a wrap. So Ray. Okay, as long as that spelling's right, I've just written down the first word. So just in case chat it kind of disappears in there or anything, we get it. I really like this game, man. I haven't played it a lot. I've only ever played it like messing around and testing this stuff. And I'm really boring because every time I'll pick like the axe battler kind of guy, because you know what, he's got Ryu's moveset. However, the hurricane kick is just rubbish in this, man. I don't think I might have landed it once by accident or whatever, but it's just his hurricane kick is pony. Wicked. All right, Shinrei. We'll check out Shinrei. That'll be the finale, man. Wow. Okay, he kind of hit me out with a dragon there. Wow. I think with this game, I'm not sure if the sound goes a bit funny on the single RAM version, but it's better on the dual RAM one. I can't remember. The sound kind of sounds okay to me. It's kind of holding, but I remember the sound would kind of go off a little bit. Galactic attack layers. Okay, we've already done layer section. You know that. We've already covered that, Kev. I'm gonna have to kind of end it very shortly. Just got to help. The boys have got school tomorrow, so they can't be up late. So I'll have to give the missus a hand with making sure they go to sleep and they don't annoy my wife too much. Yeah, sound's gone now. Again, it's gone. It's all gone funky. Ah, wicked! You got your tracking number. Awesome, dude. Make sure you get the other bits, LL. Yeah, make sure you get whatever other bits you need. You know, like whether you want to get the casing, extra RAM. Just get all of them, so when you get it, you can put it all together. To be honest, I have to say, I think if I watch the guide, I'll be able to put it together myself as well. I have put stuff together. I just need instructions on how to do it. I'm not bad at following instructions. Okay, was it this one? No, was it? Shinrei, where is it? Shinrei. Oh, here we go, Shinrei. Is that the one, or? Have I picked the right game there, Philly? Is that the right one? We'll find out when it loads up, so let's have a look. It looks similar, right? Okay, let's do a reset. Oh, hold on, there was a game. Okay, that began with J. There. Was that part of it? Sorry, I'm just trying to put the puzzle. It's like a... No, okay, no, that's not the one I'm thinking. Okay, why isn't this working? Let's have a look. Do I need to... No, okay. Give it one final reset. If not, we'll try another game and kind of end it on that. Oh, hello, that's awesome. So you purchased it at the start of the stream and you've got a reference number already. That is awesome. Oh, okay, cool. Look at that. Did you see that, guys? So that game didn't work. I reset it once, it didn't work, and I reset it a second time and it worked. So I guess there's something about perseverance, unless I've just loaded a different... No, it is Shinrei. Okay. Oh, is this that game? Is this the one? Is this the one I'm thinking of? That's really, really cool looking. Okay, the display's a bit funny for that. There you go, LL. Listen to what Scandal is saying, man. What you need to get. If I do a hard reboot, Philet, sometimes it kind of crashes out the capture card, and then it's a bit annoying. I have to like close OBS, which means I have to kind of end the stream. Not all the time. Sometimes it's okay. I just don't like doing that. Okay, this is I swear it feels like. Okay, yeah, you know what? This is definitely off. Yeah, the screen rotation, everything's just wrong. This is wrong. Right, let's try and find a game to kind of finish on. Just something easy. Oh, let's do. I like the Alpha 2 intro, so we'll kind of round up on that. What time we got? Oh yeah, 29 past. So yeah, this is about that time, man. Well, look, guys, thank you. I don't think I'll be able to stream tomorrow because I've got an early start for work on Tuesday, and tomorrow 5 p.m. UK time is when I've got my meeting with Mr. Addon. So we go through some of your questions and we'll ask him some stuff. I think it's going to be fun with Mr. Addons. I've never spoke to him like vocally. I've only ever spoke to him like via Discord and Twitter, via written messages, as a lot of us do. So it'll be interesting speaking to him. I think I'm going to enjoy speaking to him tomorrow. I think it should be an entertaining interview. You know, he's a talented guy that's made a lot of stuff. So that'll be awesome. But okay, guys, I'm gonna call it a wrap here. Look, just thank you everyone that tuned in. So Nate, Philae, SNK, Kev, yeah, with the scenes missing. Okay, cool. Cutscenes missing from the Japanese version. Okay, cool. No worries, man. Yeah, I don't even know. I just ran a Shinobi X. Wicked. But Unloved Homie, thank you very much. Right, let's give some chat. LL, Philae, SNK, Kev, Demetrius, thank you very much. Nate, Scandal UK, Luca, Francisco, TMS, Mr. Laserlight 7, Richard, stop. I'm just kind of rewinding the chat here because I don't remember all these names. I said my memory's bad. TMS, Cat Pat, absolutely love it. Dr. Johnny Bananas, who's not here today, but I'm giving you a shout because, oh no, Dr. Johnny Bananas was here, did say hello. Picked up the Saturn back in the day for 500 bucks. Cool. Dr. Johnny Bananas. Love the username. Props to that again. Okay, guys. Well, that's it. I am going to end the stream. I'll see you guys around. Take care of yourself. This is Pixel.